LifeLock, how can I help?
The IRS said I
filed my return,
but I haven't.
1 in 4 tax-paying Americans has paid the price of identity fraud.
What do I do?
My refund, though. I'm freaking out.
Don't worry, I can fix this.
LifeLock fixes identity theft guaranteed and gets your money back with up to $3 million in coverage.
I'm so relieved.
No problem. I'll be with you every step of the way.
1 in 4 was a fraud-paying American. Not anymore. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
As a chef, I know flavor doesn't begin in the kitchen. It begins on the land. And West Home's nature-led Australian Wagyu is a story written in the landscape of Northern Australia. Cooking is storytelling, and West Home Wagyu carries a story of Northern Australia itself. Raw, powerful, and deeply authentic. It's a testament to the passion and care raised in the rhythm of Northern Australia. I'm Chef Maylin from 88 Club in Los Angeles, and I invite you to visit westhome.com/Maylin to learn more and taste a story only West Home nature-led Australian Wagyu can tell. That's westhome.com/MEILIN.
It's Deprogrammed, the podcast where we try to get you into a band. That's right, we've done all the work for you. All you have to do is listen. My name is Justin, and I am band curious. And normally what we do on this show is gather a group of people together that are fans of an artist and talk about that artist and show our love for that artist. And then coming out of that conversation will be a top 10 starter kit list for you to get into that artist as well. We're not doing that today. Today is a Monday. You've somehow stumbled across the Daily Pods, which, hi, consider hitting subscribe if you enjoy this. I for sure think you would enjoy, if this somehow stumbled in your feed, I'm guessing you would enjoy the actual pod, so please check that out in that regard. This week, we're talking about Neil Young on the show. So it's been a good while. This is going to be a big one. I get the feeling that there's going to be a lot of disagreements. There's going to be a lot of, I don't know about hate, but anybody who's familiar with this show knows that it's just impossible sometimes with some artists, and this is one of those artists. It was just impossible. There were some that felt like cannot miss, had to be there, and then there's me throwing the whole thing off, which is I am wont to do. And then we covered a lot, and it was a 5-person panel, right? Or maybe it was only 4. I can't count. So yes, Neil Young coming up on the show this week. We covered a lot of ground with his career, so hopefully we did all right. This week, recording-wise, I've got a question mark here on Gogol Bordello because it looks like we should be able to get that one canned. I think all 3 of us are ready to go. It's looking like we're going to record it early Thursday evening.
Refreshing wild cherry cola meets smooth cream. The treat you deserve. Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. Treat yourself.
Disney Plus wants to know, are you ready? For Marvel Studios' Thunderbolts, The New Avengers, now streaming on Disney Plus.
Let's do this.
One of the best Marvel movies of all time is now streaming on Disney Plus.
Hey, you weren't listening to me.
I said Thunderbolts, The New Avengers is now streaming on Disney Plus.
Meet the New Avengers.
That's cool name.
Marvel Studios' Thunderbolts, The New Avengers, rated PG-13, now streaming on, you guessed it, Disney Plus.
I don't think this is going to happen, but I am putting it out there. I saw that Brian is pretty much ready. I finished my first pass on Roger Clyne and the Peacemaker, so I have on my note, finish. I'm going to change that to cuts. I'm going to work hard on my cuts and try to be ready. We roped Christian in at the last minute, so if we're going to do it with Christian, I think it would have to be Wednesday evening because he goes out of town, I think, Thursday. So I don't know. It's not likely. It's not, but it's also, we don't have to at this point. We're well enough ahead, but that is on the list. I finished my first pass of Roger Clyne today as I record this, and I'm going to start working on my cuts. I never got to Thin Lizzy last week because we ended up recording 2 extra episodes that I don't think I had at the time that I was recording for the week for this episode last week. So I ran out of time to start digging into new Discogs. So Thin Lizzy, I will definitely get started on this week. X, I'm for sure going to get started on this week. Probably finish X as well. And then I'm going to get started on Chavez. I'm not sure because one of the panelists is not in a great place. So we're giving him some space. And then we'll do like the full court press on whenever everybody's kind of at the ready. So that's what's coming up. I did finish my David Gray cuts last week. So David Gray could be on the horizon here within the next couple of weeks. Tomorrow on the Daily is 2020 Deprogrammed Year 5. I'm going to put a pause on it after that one. I am getting great feedback about these, and Gavin even suggested I do all of them. Probably once we're a little deeper into year 10, we're actually getting to a spot where I have time to kind of dig through old After the Facts and dig up. I think John already dug out our discount, about that pod, which is, with Ryan from Discount. Somewhere in there, we talked to the dude from The High Strung and Megaran. So I want to dig those up, and I want to get those up on the main feed. And then we did another one that John dug up. I don't remember. And then I want to dig up the list. The other list contested we did was Pixies. I want to dig that up and get that on the feed. And then probably, I don't know, we'll figure out the rest as we go. Those are some things that are going to be coming in the meantime. Tomorrow will be year 5, 2020. As you all know, a rather important part of the year. Wednesday, I'll be back to the earworm. I got a couple songs I'm going to put up there, but one kind of really gets under my skin in all the best ways, so I wanted to talk about that. And of course, Friday will be questions, so if you have questions, Discord's a great place to ask them. Legion of Stupid Discord, you can ask for a link if you're not in there. If you are already in there, you know where to go. I will try to remember to pin it so I can get back to it. I will also be putting it up on Threads and Instagram, so wherever you want to ask questions, do it. I should also point out that one of our questions, not last week, but the week before, was the Canadian artists list, doing an episode on Canadian artists, and Andrew built us a list. I think he said it was like 90s and 2000s. I don't remember. I'm sorry. I have my phone in front of me, but I don't want to go digging through it. But Andrew did put a list together, and so I'm going to pop that into the Deprogrammed Discord and see if there's a group of people who want to do that one, so we can get that on the books for one of these dailies. And then also in the Discord, I popped up Binner's Revenge. Everybody was super on board with songs that ended up in the bin, like initial play, like immediately in the bin, not didn't make the 10, didn't make the discussion, like immediately into the bin. And so far there's like 11. Once we have like about 40, we'll do an episode of that where we're going to build a top 10 list of just songs that got binned. And so that will be fun. So that all that stuff is coming up on these dailies. In the meantime, we have done it yet again. It's Monday. We will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.